Hello everyone, let me proudly introduce our fantastic product, Excalibur II, the second generation of our A5 blade clippers. After last year Grooming, the first launch and formally unveil for this fantastic product, we never stopped. We are trying to be focused on what we call the last mile perfection and the polishing for all the details. Here, let me show you some new features and big improvements. And you can see here, we're running at only 52 decibels, very low noise, very quietly. And on the 2-speed, 25 and the 3500 RPMs, still very quietly running. Okay, and we are so proud to show you now we have all the very versatile colors, lovely purple, white color, and all the the stone colors and marble colors, like iconic marble colors standing for the Excalibur, like the Arthur King's story. And here we have all the standard colors like black, white, and purple. And also here we're showing you the feature of LED light. It's very unique. And first of all, for the full-size A5 clipper, okay, turn off. It's really handy and help you get really closer to all the darker coat like the chocolate and the black coat dogs. Okay, really handy. And here, let me show you the snapping on structure. We spend a lot of efforts on this, believe it or not. So once you just press this button, okay, that's going to give you this one. You see, and that's get suspended, get shrinked and retracted into the bracket. And for the slightly older generation, let me give you the comparison. Still, once you unclip it, that's bounced out. You have to really hard and put it back in. It's a lot more difficult, like this. But here, you can see the big drastic improvement. Now it's all retracted. Very easy. Very easy clip on. One more time. Take it out. Back on. Click. That's really smooth and really neat. Okay, and the whole body is constructed with a high-class ABS material, so it's anti-cracking and very heavy duty. And also this one, the whole body is waterproof. All the silicone strips go around the whole edge, except for the battery cell. This one is not waterproof naturally. All the rest is a waterproof chamber. So in that way, we can realize a self-cleaning system. With this washing tray, you can see we can easily double click and into the washing and cleaning mode. One click, you're entering for the working mode normally. Double click, that's going to turn from yellow into dark green. Double click, you see that? So that's running into the cleaning mode. That's going to blink for 2 minutes and run and automatically shut off after cleaning. Okay, let me put it into the tray. That's going to do the cleaning itself. And it's really neat. And after that, you can see it's really neat running, and after that, you can see I can easily pull out and then leave it on this edge for the draining purpose. Or the washing liquid, the solution, the fluid is going to be drained back to the reservoir and get fully recycled and for the reuse purpose. That's also a very big invention we just launched. That's what we call the 5-in-1 solution. We spent a lot of efforts behind the scene on this one. Because that's a little bit contradictory. For the blade, you want to degrease, you want to remove all the grease from the animal body. So that should be alkaline based. But once you degrease that, you cannot lubricate. So that's a little bit contradictory. So after 2 years, we give you this. That's cooling, disinfection, lubrication, and also the first stage is a degreasing. That's what we call the 5-in-1 features, cleaning purpose, okay? And after that, you can refill this bottle. And I'm only using 1/3 of the 300 ml bottle. So this one ensures you can use 3 or 4 times at least. And also in the future, we also give you the bulky, like the bigger bottles with the 1 liter and 1 gallon choices for the fulfillment and the refill. So we're showing you up close to see the details of the illumination of the light. First of all, 3 stages of the light. Really nice, really neat. And also showing you the washing mode, self-cleaning mode. You can see it's vibrating and moving back and forth smoothly in the washing tray and removing all the dirt and the debris. Really lovely. Okay, that's going to be the easiest and the neatest way for self-cleaning setup. And after that, turn off, pull out. That's going to shut off for the running after 2 minutes automatically. So just take it out and drain and dry the whole blade. There we go. And even you just erect the whole body like this, upright, there's no worry because that's fully sealed by rubber and the silicone strips. It's 100% waterproof for the whole main body. So no worries, just put your mat in ease. And here also we give you a very unique feature which don't exist on any other brand. And before that, let me give you all the accessories introduction. So in the whole package, we give you all the small accessories. Let me clear up a little bit. So in the package, you see this. We give you the container and all the compartments and zip it. You see that's for holding all the combs. 5-sized combs from 3 to 10 to 13 to 25 to 22 millimeters. It's a full coverage, steel combs. And also, that's all color-coded. It's easy to recognize and pull out quickly. And also give you the after service so that you can hold the 2 scissors and the combs. And you can reuse this travel package, really neat, for traveling around the country. That's also going to give you the capacity for holding 3 normal blades and 3 wide blades. And also give you adapters for traveling all around the world, like UK plug adapters, European style, Australian style, US style, 5 different patterns. And also the main frame, the converter, the transformer, and also the charging set. And regarding the charging set, you can see we have the big charger here that's going to give you seamless working cycles, in short. Meaning, once I plug in, you're going to see that can simultaneously charge a 1 main frame and 1 battery backup. So each charge will spend you 1.5 hours, but it's going to last for 210 minutes. That's going to be 3.5 hours sufficient. And also we have a longer battery pack for your traveling purpose. Once you take this one out, you can put a longer battery, which can last for up to 5.5 hours. So 2 big batteries that's going to give you the efficiency for a whole day trimming if you are on the way. Very neat. You can see once you put it in, there's going to be red color and start to blink. Okay, so showing that's a low capacity. Once it's fully charged, that's a stop blinking and give you a long-lasting green light as a full charged status. Okay. By the way, if you're in the car, you're looking for the power source. This one is a very neat connection accessory. Just unplug it, put it back in with this plug into the terminal. You can plug into your 5 voltage phone chargers, or car chargers, whatever. There's a universal adaptation into any USB keys to give you the charging possibility. Very neat and easy operation. And I'm so glad to introduce you this one. That's what AEOLUS spent a lot of efforts behind the scene and give you this fantastic suction vacuum system. On this one, you can see we have this clips, holding hooks made onto the front portion of the whole clipper. I have 2 hooks on this acrylic and transparent component. I'm going to place on. When you hear the click, that's done. And also I have a very handy clip to hold this hose neatly. That's going to be a little noisy because I'm going to turn on the vacuum suction shop vac. Before that, let me demonstrate this unique feature that's invented by us. Okay, that's what we call the universal adapter. Once you put it in and tighten, you see it's just like the camera shutter, okay? I put it onto the teeth, turn easily. That's going to tighten and give you, the rubber is going to be shrinked and give you the seamless concealing and connection. Let me put on the hard pipe. Assumption as a hose from any size and any branded vacuum cleaner. It's so firmly connected. I cannot even unplug it, okay? It's so nice, so tight. Here, let me give you this demonstration. I'm going to trigger the vacuum cleaner. And as you can see, okay, it's so smooth, so neatly cutting, non-stoppable. It's a really unbeatable performance. It's like a tractor in the yard. Beautiful cut. Okay. And I was wearing this shirt, by purpose. That's this turtleneck sweater, because I'm trying to show you there's no loose escaped hair into the air. It's not catching on my sweater. So that's like a demonstration piece by purpose. And after that, you just unclip it and remove it. So easy. And this one, even for a little girl, we have improved that leverage. You can just twist and hold it and tighten that so easily. There we go. Ta-da! It's all included for all the accessories. So let's wrap up for all the accessories, and also we give you this one as a travel package for the batteries. And as you know, for the TSA checking, you have to pull out all the batteries and put in your backpack for the backpack. So let's give you the possibility, just quickly take out and put in this travel package and drop in your backpack and check in your suitcase, the big luggage. There we go. So in the whole unit, in the whole box, we're giving you this big kit with a washing basin, charging set, everything in the vacuum suction kit, the mainframe, one blade 30 as a default, and all the adapters, the chargers, the charging set, and all the steel combs. That's all come in one kit. Okay. And here, I'm so proud to show you how it works for the new blade system. After 4 years of the developing, we have accumulated all the experience of how to make a fantastic, as a big breakthrough for the technology made by metal injection mold. Here I'm demonstrating 20 sizes at the full coverage of the whole line. From the thinnest, 50, okay, to be widest and the thickest, 3FW. And also even some of the not so commonly used in the grooming world, but very commonly used in the livestock business, 6F, 6FW. Okay, so we have a whole coverage from 50, 40, 30, 15, 10, 9, 3F, 7F, 6F, 5F, 4F for all the regular sizes and all the wide blade. And all the wide blade cover from 30W to 3FW. And regarding the clipping on, that's a big secret. Because when we invented this clipper, we made that in our consideration from the day one to say we have to ensure big torque and a strong driving force good enough to drive the blade, the wide blade, quietly but smoothly ensure the cutting. So that's from the day one that was fully in consideration. Let me demonstrate it to you. So smooth, so neat. Oh my God, I'm really crushed on that. Lovely. And also we have the big feature here to show you all the new technologies we have put in. So we have the ceramic upper cutter. It moves so smoothly because I can even just press it and turn and slide over by my thumb. You can see here. You can rarely do that on all the traditional blades because they're holding that by the bracket with a big tension. We're trying to lower the tension for remake this curving like a bracket. So in this way, we're just lowering that friction force drastically, and also as a byproduct, that's lowering that aggression like a grinding like a noise. And also we have a precisely made this cut out and matching this blade drive on this nylon piece. So they're matching each other precisely. So there's no knocking noise in between the blade shaft for the driving ahead and also this cutout, okay? And also for this, you can see the bottom is actually ceramic. So that ensures 85 plus degrees of the hardness. And the bottom is a metal injection mold made. It's a metal injection mold from 44C0, so it's a steel. So it has 80 degrees for the hardness. So they are just grinding off each other smoothly. And also we leave you some hidden secrets to say that's all the troughs that's going to hide and keep some lubricant after greasing, after washing from the tree. That's going to prolong all the greasing and the lubrication after use. And also we reinvented this blade guide. There's a small nylon strip, which is here, the black strip. And after each of the sharpening and the grinding, you're going to remove a very thin layer of the bottom blade. So you don't need to use a plier to twist and bend this bracket, which is normally what we're doing nowadays, but never give you a very accurate reading for the bracket tension. Now, you can keep the bracket, ice it, Don't touch it. Just change this piece of a nylon strip because we have given you 6 different sizes of strips, okay? And each of the interval for the thickness difference is a 0.02 millimeters, give you a very nice adjustment and very accurately matching for the new tension after blade sharpening. So that's the fantastic blade. And back to the point, there's a 440C blade for the stainless steel. Normally that's used for the high-class scissors. Great for the durability and stay in sharp for a longer time. And also we have made all the cutting teeth for the touching teeth, for all the details, to be fully rounded and beveled. So there's no scratching marks. See that? On my hand, there's no scratchings. So that's not going to irrigate our animal skins and do not leave red marks and cutting harsh. So that's going to be a really neat made blade. We have all the features demonstrated here. And in the near future, we're also going to give you the indication of the color changing inks on the blade. So once it goes beyond the threshold at 41 Celsius degrees, that's going to change the color from gray into red dot and significantly show you that's overheated. But luckily, in winter, we're trying to do the internal experiment and trying to go beyond that line. Never succeeded because it's running so low temperature. It's running so cool. Never really go beyond the 41 degrees in winter. It's how nice and how beautiful that's made. And here, let me show you the weight. I'm also really happy with the weight. And you can see the whole center of gravity is very well balanced. Okay, there's a centralizer for the center of gravity. And also even for the little girls, you see the waist is so thin and so slim. You can really hold it. I'm not having a big hand. You can see I'm holding with my thumb and the index finger very easily and maneuver very easily. So that's going to give you the greatest comfortable gripping and handling. Let me put on the scale and show you the real weight of this piece. And as you know, the mainstream, all the big brands are launching their clippers 400 grams or something. Here, with the blade itself, 385 grams. One of the lightest in the whole market. Okay, very nice made. And also we have the hidden technologies to say, once you see this one, I'm going to give you the demonstration mode. You're going to see the blinking of all the light. So there's overheating, never happened on my side. Lubrication normally occurs every 10 minutes. For the remainder, you need to put on some drops of oils. And the clogging for the motor is a malfunctioning. 3 indication and alerts for the abnormality and malfunctioning indications. That's a hidden task. I can just quit that, okay, and give you all the demonstration. There we go. That's our fantastic Excalibur II. We're so proud to give you this miracle and hope that's going to make your day-to-day grooming life easier, handier, neater, and stronger.